afternoon, morning, or evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Wizard of Wizard Kulak, the one, the only one you need. And this is my first video. I just thought I'd take a moment here to tell you exactly what I'll be doing. I'll be doing movie reviews, my take on the weekly news, rants, just various things that I feel I have an over-exaggerated opinion about. And one of those things is going to see Deadpool, which I will be doing with my very good friend, Mr. Nichols here. Now, Mr. Nichols, he will be running a YouTube channel soon called Nintendo-Nichols, and, well, I could tell you about it, but I think I'll let him do that himself.
Oh no. Sorry. Basically, I'm going to be doing a channel. It's going to be a lot of focus on Nintendo-related news, possibly reviews on upcoming amiibo, since I've quite an impressive collection. You might be able to see it.
He does. I may have added a couple to that myself.
If you start hitting this like button and leave some suggestions below on things I can cover, Nintendo or not Nintendo-related. I'm going to be possibly doing some news as well on wrestling, WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, whatever you guys suggest. I currently trained to be a wrestler myself, so you like the channel, you can find out some more. And just general news, same as this guy. Going to be rants on TV, possibly some movies, but we're going to look to collaborate, do things separate, come together. You guys give us some suggestions below. We can do this.
And the underground amiibo fights.
Yeah. First rule about underground amiibo fights is
you don't talk about underground amiibo fights.
And
but
second rule of amiibo underground fights
is we can talk about them because we're doing the channel, and screw you, it's our channel, our rules.
Yeah.
So, Deadpool. Predictions.
Well, I'm going to try and do an honest prediction without focusing too much on some of the spoilers you may have seen on YouTube, maybe some of the comments you may have seen on social media, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you use.
Well, let me just say, I'm going into this having only seen the trailers. I do that with films. I don't watch the fan theory videos. I don't watch the reviews until I've actually gone to see it, in case of spoilers. So
Well, I can't say I've seen it myself either. I'm just saying I'm going to go into this. Obviously they've popped up. I may have caught a glance. I've seen a few things here and there.
It's sticking out of my hat.
And I have read a few reviews without it spoiling the plot too much.
Okay.
So I want to go into this with an open book like you, because there's so many times you can read a review and it will tell you 5-star. This thing is 5-star, 5-star, 5-star.
The best thing you've ever seen.
Turns out to be the biggest turds you've ever seen. Shit on the lawn that you don't even own.
Case in point, The Golden Compass. I will come back to that later, but as Mr. Nichols knows, that film made me very angry.
Golden Crappers.
Pretty much. But yes, I'm excited about Deadpool, because Ryan Reynolds, he's jerky, cocky asshole, and it's perfect for... I'm sure he's not really like that in person. I bet he's a lovely guy. But he's very good. He's suspiciously good at playing a cocky, jerky asshole, which, let's face it, that's Deadpool all over.
He has got it nailed down. I think it helps that he's a fan of the actual comics. I think he's pushed to do this film for a long time, isn't he? He has pushed for it.
In order to make a good adaptation of something, you first need to be a fan of that thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yuri Bo, not a gamer. And it tells in his appalling pieces of...
there isn't even a word to describe.
There,
if you have a word to describe that, please leave that word.
And if you don't know who I mean by Yuri Ball, I mean House of the Dead, all of that.
Could have been
Alone
great.
in the Dark.
Could have been great.
Christian Slater's tour de force performance in Alone in the Dark. Oh dear.
You'll never get that time back.
No,
there's no receipt for that.
No, that's it. If you watch that film, that is 2 hours of your life that you could have been doing.
You may as well just cut that off, throw that away.
I mean, let's face it. You could have been throwing your own fecal matter at a wall and been more. But anyway, brighter things, Deadpool, because this is the newest in the Marvel films. It's looking good. Marvel are doing very well so far. In as far as live action movies, it's got to be said they are edging out DC. But
It's got to be better than Spider-Man, right?
yeah, I mean, Spider-Man
Fantastic
to
Four.
Spider-Man and Fantastic Four to us is like George Clooney era Batman to Batman fans. You just forget that it sort of happened. Right, Deadpool. Bang 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 bang.
4 hours later.
So, Deadpool. What do we reckon then?
Deadpool. Oh well. Started great.
Yeah, that beginning scene in the taxi. Oh, spoiler potential. Just in case, But you'll understand why when we go on. But yeah, first scene, amazing. Thought it was great, very funny, and they got a good few fourth wall breaks in there as well, which was nice.
just in the intro.
It was very nice. But then the moment, that man and sign became one, you knew this wasn't your average Marvel movie.
Yeah, well, like I say, the beginning 10 minutes action packed, pretty much 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, it was just pretty good.
Shit is going down.
But then it introduces the story, or lack thereof.
I don't know if you can even call it a story. Really.
What's my name? What's my name?
When you watch this film,
the story is it's the weakest point of the movie is the story, which is kind of a shame. But then again, Deadpool was never as story driven as some of the other characters out there.
No, but the story we were presented was pretty.
Yeah, it was still a pretty poor excuse for a story. That being said, some of the characters were pretty good. I liked Colossus, but that's because I like Russian accents. I think they're great. Just a Russian accent in a movie wins for me.
Colossus and the other X-Man girl.
Oh, Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Get down to the nitty-gritty, they weren't really needed in that movie.
They weren't really needed, and at least as I was saying,
all they did in the final section of the film is get beat up on their own without affecting anything.
Yeah.
They were in. What can you say? There was a battle takes place. Deadpool goes off to do the main thing, which is the objective. These guys are fighting. Nobody's for no reason. That's not affecting anything. I don't know.
Cool Easter egg, which I am going to spoil, is the last scene of the movie.
Oh, well, you said there wasn't any secrets. And
no, not like the after credits thing. We're not going into that. So the main battle scene, the one you were just talking about.
Oh right.
I thought there's actually what appears to be a fallen helicarrier from the Shield helicarrier, and I thought that was quite cool.
I don't know if it is that. I don't think
it looks like it or part.
When I watched it more, it looked more like a shipping tanker docked. Because it was even docked on the sides with things holding it up, and there were crates and cargo crates next to it.
True. But
so it was a bit of a weird place for a final battle. It sort of it was on that fine line of being good and bad. And I mean, I would say if Ryan Reynolds wasn't Deadpool, it would have been a bad film.
That's very true. Yes. I mean, I did like some of the support characters, like the guy behind the bar. I thought he was good. Him and Ryan Reynolds worked well together.
He was good because he was like a blunt character, wasn't he? He wasn't, he didn't want to help with things. He didn't care. Told you how it was.
Yeah,
I think
just
actually the standout character of the actual film is the taxi driver.
He was good. The taxi driver's good. He's in it for maybe like 5 minutes of the film.
Chris Pay 5.
Oh, you get a 10. You get a 10. Oh well, look, I didn't do an impersonation of Colossus, so you know.
No, you know you want to. Go on, bust one out. You know you want to. Here we go. This is Colossus.
Wade Wilson. One day you will be X-Man. There you go. That's basically his character right there.
And that basically
Big
is,
jolly Russian.
that is Colossus in the movie. That's pretty much.
Please mind your language.
Yeah, and the ooh.
That was brilliant. I was like, oh no, that was great.
You see, you know, well, there's a running gag, and you see the running gag come to an end at that point. You know,
I think I wish there was more story to it. I really do, because everything else about it was really cool. It needed more character development and more story, but the action sequences, the writing for Deadpool was great.
Deadpool was great. He did, like, they didn't want to do an origin story.
And they got around that by doing an origin story in the form of flashbacks.
So it was like watching Family Guy, because if you break the film down properly, you only see 2 segments of actual Deadpool stuff
On a Deadpool mission.
happening in the current time.
Yeah.
Between flashbacks. The rest is
What is that?
that's all I can describe it as. It's just drip feeding you bullshit. You don't need it, but
It's there for you to partake of in any way you like.
the bad guy, like I'm trying to say, basically, Deadpool didn't need a story, but if you're gonna stick some sort of bad guy in there, just because he's got a British accent doesn't make him just, because that was all.
That's all his character was.
Bad
Is he
guy.
was angry British.
He
That's
was killing people with his accents, you know. That
he
was,
was killing people with his Britishness.
you know.
You what, mate? Poof! You're dead.
It
What's
just,
my name? What's my name? Say my name.
what's my name? What's my name?
Say my name.
Say my name. Huh?
What's my name?
Say my name.
The action scenes are great when they're there. The writing for Deadpool, spot on. Funny, you know, the fourth wall breaks are amazing. And then that's sort of it. You know, the storyline leaves a lot to be desired. The other characters were just noise. They were just distractions, going, oh, no, there's not much of a story, quick, let's fill it with people punching each other.
Yeah, it didn't help that
But
Deadpool kept referencing these things, even though it was a joke. You're like, kind of made it more obvious. Let's just say there were areas in the film where instead of giving us this rubbish flashback crap, could have filled in a couple of gaps, like how the hell we've only just been introduced to Deadpool, blah blah blah. Didn't want to do an origin story, but we see how he becomes Deadpool. How the fuck does Colossus know him in this film? They're like buddies.
exactly.
Already in this film, they're buddies.
In trying not to do an origin story, they sort of left out bits they should have put in. I mean, you see Deadpool getting his powers, then going to, and then all of a sudden, the X-Men know of him, and yet this is only supposed to take place over a year or so.
Yeah, and they want to recruit him.
Yeah, they know him, they know what he does, they know where he comes from, and it's like he's literally had his powers for all of a year.
Yeah.
And you're speaking like you've had like some sort of long history with him.
He's only literally just designed the suit he's wearing now.
Yeah.
He didn't go into depth with some of his other things. You know, there was, even though it said, oh yeah, Deadpool, he doesn't die, he regenerates. They didn't show any of the other things, like he doesn't get tired. You know, he doesn't sleep. You know, it would have been interesting to show things like this. That would have been why, you know, he would have developed the costume as good as that, because he would have put the hours in, you know, reading the books, show a little scene of him
reading his own comics.
Or learning things.
Reading his own comics would have been funny.
I mean, even if you read the comics, you know, apparently he has something like 30,000 pancakes every morning when he gets up. We didn't see any of this. Like a lot of areas, there was things left unexplained. They didn't really show you any of the cons of being Deadpool.
Yeah, which there probably
apart
would be.
from being horribly disfigured, which is what they were going on.
A testicle with teeth, as they are.
But you know, maybe really that's a message that you know, there's sort of a vanity issue going on there. He sort of that's the only sort of thing they're saying is wrong, when really there's all these other things, you know.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you made me ugly. We also made you into a freak. It can't die. Do you know how bad it would be to not be able to? Everyone's like, yeah, immortality. I can think of nothing worse.
Well, he gets the girl at the end of this movie,
But she's not
fast
immortal.
forward 100 years, she's dead.
Yeah, she's not immortal. She's very immortal. And you know, and a superhero's girlfriend, which, as we know from all comics everywhere, that drastically reduces your life expectancy by a good 30-40%.
Well, basically, you become Mario then, don't you? Oh, sorry, the princess is in the next castle.
Sorry, Spider-Man, but your girlfriend's in another clock tower. So, final thoughts on Deadpool.
I can't say it wasn't good. It was good, but I can't say. When I say good, you're gonna get a misperception and think it's better than what it is. It's good purely because Deadpool does his Deadpool thing. You know, but I think it just about did enough for me to stay interested and see a sequel. I don't know if I'll watch Deadpool again. Maybe I'll watch it maybe one more time.
Yeah.
Just to pick up little references here and there, but I think there's a bit of work to be done. But it's in definitely better shape than Spider-Man is at the moment. And this is the first film, so they've got plenty of recovery time. As long as they don't decide 2 films online, let's rewrite this.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
My final thoughts would be, as I said, I had fun. Good few laughs out of me, you know, good few decent laughs in the cinema. You know, and some moments that I thought were really cool to look at, but as I said, still lacking in the story. But no, back to Deadpool. It was a good movie, it was fun, but at the end of the day, the story was lacking. Would I like to see a sequel? I don't know. Would I like to see Deadpool appear in more Marvel properties? Hell yes.
Yeah, I could say that. He'd only be a 10-minute character then.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think, yeah, I would like to see him and stuff, but only if relevant. I don't want them to chuck him in there like they've done with Colossus and what's her face in this.
Go on, say it, you know you want to. Negasonic Teenage Warhead!
Alien-free motherfucker look-alike, do you know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say.
And what is Marvel's obsession with black and red? I mean, Deadpool obviously has always worn black or red, but have you seen the movies recently? The end of Avengers Age of Ultron, Scarlet Witch, Falcon, black and red. Colossus, black and red. It's you know, what is going... Marvel, explain this to me. I want to see some colour. I mean, the Suicide Squad, which Dean's not... saw trailers for that, and it looks amazing, frankly. God damn, Margot Robbie, I didn't want to have a crush on you, but now you're Harlequin, and the Wizard likes that very much. But anyway, in total, I give Deadpool 2.5 Wizard beards out of 5.
Right, well, that leaves me to my rating, but I'm going to be slightly more generous. Is that how you do your rating? Was it no wizardly? You know,
the Wizard's beard will do.
2.5 lightning bolts out of 5.
I'm a wizard. I'm not some cheap showman.
Yeah.
I don't have to perform for you like
Basically,
some sort of dancing bear. What is wrong with you?
It's hard to score this, but I'm gonna give this 3 chest slaps out of 5. But it was so close to being less. So close. I'll be honest, it was so close. Close. I mean.
This is the Wizard Kulak saying thank you for watching. Don't you guys get lost or stolen. Please like and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you next time. Toodle-ba! Hey, what about me? still here?
Yes.
Ah, fine. Look, when his channel opens up, please also like and subscribe Nintendo-Nichols. When his channel opens, I will put a link to it on my channel and in the description of this video. Bye now.